Hello everyone, my name is Zenitsu and I'm back with another Digimon video. So over this past weekend I participated in my LGS's pre-release and I did end up taking first place, winning me this beautiful alt art Pulsemon. I do have a history of winning some of the other pre-releases, so I think I'm okay at sealed events in Digimon. I know I'm not necessarily the greatest in the world, but I'm good enough to consecutively win, which is good enough for me. But regardless, I ended up taking first, and I used a, well, Rookie Rush-esque deck where it was just a very low-to-the-ground aggro style of deck. So I ended up taking first place because of that, and my deck could have been a little bit better, but it wasn't necessarily the worst in the world. I was running just 16 level 3s, trying to keep as low to the curve as I possibly could. I did end up pulling a couple of other level 3s that I could have used, but I felt like the synergies weren't there, and I think there were just better cards that I could have used as a result, and, well, it ended up working out in my favor. Then I ended up using like 12 level 4s, and the level 4s were all the aggressive level 4s that I could humanly possibly run. So my level 4s were just lots of 7k beaters, 8k beaters, and just cards to try to get me as much value as I possibly can, being either cheap and efficient or just cards that are just strong and beefy and have a higher chance of sticking around. Then I was running like 8 level 5s. My level 5s were okay, they weren't amazing. I ended up, awkwardly enough, pulling 3 Rebellimons in the same sealed package. So every single one of my packs basically had a Rebellimon, which was kind of awkward, but Rebellimon was a good enough card to act as some solid aggro or defense when I needed it because of its utility, on top of the fact that I was running some purple options and could run purple options and black options as a result, making him just a very good card to run. And then my other cards for my level 5s were just my more like cards that I actually want to aggress with on my level 5s. So Asuramon was pretty good because of the Blitz. Then we had Dragomon as some good removal, and Big Mememon because, well, he's big. And then my level 6s, I only ran 3 of them. To be honest, the only one I really needed to run was Pukumon, just because, well, it has Digiburst become unblockable, which, with an aggro style of deck, that's kind of all I really needed. I think Dynasmon and Ornismon were kind of just traps or bait cards, where I really didn't need to run these cards at all, and I think they actually made my deck worse as a result, and I was probably just better off playing better lower-end cards, or just some more removal cards. So I did end up taking a look at my ratios and my color coordination, and I realized my deck was majority blue and purple. So as far as my options lineup, I ran 1 Fly Bullet, 1 Rattlestar, and 1 Howling Memory Boost, which all came in very clutch situations throughout the event. So I think that they were just really good techs or add-ins, considering they were relatively easy for me to use, and they ended up helping me win games by being good security threats. So it was just a very simple deck with 3 Digitamas. I only pulled 3, so that's just what happens. And then we were not allowed to use the Andromon promos. I know some stores and some places do allow you to use the promos, but ours didn't, and, well, it didn't necessarily matter because, again, low-to-the-ground aggro style of deck. So that's just what I used in order to win me the Pulsemon, and there was some very good matches, and it was just a ton of fun just seeing lots of people playing in the event. Alright, now on to the meat and potatoes of the video, which is going to be a Double Diamond double box opening. So I got 2 boxes of Double Diamond, each from 2 separate LGSs, so it's going to be really interesting to see what I pull from them. And unfortunately, just as a little bit of heads up and information, these boxes are actually seeded. So Double Diamond as a set is a seeded set. Last time we had a seeded set, it was in BT04, where there were a couple of different seeds that you pulled from, and the seed was partially determined by what box topper you get. I don't know if that type of correlation is going to be exactly the same in Double Diamond, so that's just something to keep in mind. But we do have at least 3 confirmed seeds for the set, which is going to be Seed A, which is Agumon, Bond of Bravery, Skullgreymon, and Mememon. Then Seed B is Jesmon, Genkumon, and Titamon. And Seed C is going to be Eosmon, Dynasmon, and Zulongmon. There is a possible 4th seed of Gabumon, Bond of Friendship, Eosmon, and Dynasmon, but that's not necessarily super confirmed, but that's just something to keep in mind. And the dash packs are also organized too when the store gets them, and they're always going to be in this order, which is going to be Guilmon, Wizardmon, Kurisarimon, Hercules, Kabuterimon, Kudamon, and the last one will be Gabumon. So keep that in mind when going and buying packs of Double Diamond is the fact that these are seeded and the dash packs are also organized. So the best thing to do to prevent this is to have the LGS shuffle up the dash packs, and I guess with the seeds in the Double Diamond booster boxes, there's really nothing that they can do because, well, it's just a printing mistake, but I don't necessarily know how those mistakes exactly come, but it is unfortunate that they come because it does ruin a little bit of the fun of opening up the booster boxes. So even though my second box wasn't exactly the best example of the seeding, it kind of still shows that there is some seeding going on, and even though the information from Reddit isn't 110% accurate because that was information from about a month ago when everyone was starting to get theirs in other countries, so there is a little bit of gaps that could be shored up, but I do think there is some sort of link or correlation between specific cards appearing together in the same booster box. So I do think there is something there, and it is just some food for thought for you to think about when purchasing a BT06. Oh, and just as one last friendly reminder when buying into BT6 is please, 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 right now we are currently in pre-sale, and once we are out of pre-sale, a lot of the cards' prices will start dropping, probably dramatically. So we have to remember that a lot of people imported it, so there's going to be a lot of extra stock floating around because, well, some people just couldn't wait for the product to come out, so stores that bought their usual amount now will have more than they normally would because the people who would have bought it now aren't buying it because, well, they bothered to import. So there's going to be more BT6 floating around than some of the other sets, even though we are supposedly seeing a trickled release with 2 windows or 2 waves. So we have to keep that in mind, but usually the market tends to respond very, very fast when it comes to adjusting the prices accordingly. So I think there's going to be plenty of BT06 to go around, and the prices usually will start dropping a day after release and then continue to fall for about a week or 2 after, and then start stabilizing from there. So usually the best time to buy cards isn't necessarily during pre-sale. That's when the cards are at their all-time high and are at an inflated price because only select sellers, especially on TCG Player, are allowed to start selling the cards, and that's not necessarily the best metric for figuring out what a card is actually worth as of right now. And usually it's a better idea just to wait a little bit once the set is actually released and then start buying a couple of days, if not a week or 2 after release, when every other seller is starting to get their product in or has their product in and has it all listed and are starting to sell, and the market is actually starting to, well, be a market. So that's just my last friendly reminder when it comes to the secondary market because, well, it's behaved this way in the past and I don't think this is going to change anything. So that's all I really have for this video. As always, feel free to tell me your thoughts down in the comments below, and down in the description below are a couple of different ways you could support me and the channel. So I do have a TCG Player affiliate link, so when you use that link to buy cards off of TCG Player, then some of that money will go to supporting me and the channel. I also do make and sell playmats over on Overcard Gamers on Facebook, so when you buy a playmat with my design, then some of that money will also go to help supporting me and the channel. And on top of all of that, I do have a Twitch account over on twitch.tv/Zenitsu, so giving me a follow and a subscription also helps support me there, and I do play Digimon on top of various other games on that platform as well. So thank you everyone for watching, and as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you in the next video.